injustice and living in fear in our nation. Oh Lord, men are living now in fear. The nation is bleeding. The land of Nigeria is being soaked with blood.
Ondira has come out to say a whole lot of things that has happened in Nigeria in between 1 week. Get your data and try and watch this video. After watching it, make sure you share this video so that others will see and know what is happening in our country today. He said a whole lot of things that has happened within 1 week, just 1 week. Thank you. Watch this video.
Injustice and living in fear in our nation. Oh Lord, men are living now in fear. The nation is bleeding. The land of Nigeria is being soaked with blood. For how long will the Islamic terrorists impart and inflict us with sorrow daily? Oh Lord, under 1 week, Brigadier General Musa Uba, a general in our nation, adopted, captured, killed. A general, a father, a brother, a husband, a son, and other soldiers, 3 or 4, killed. They are convoyed, ambushed. The Islamic terrorists making live videos. That same week, the parish priest of St. Stephen Parish in Kaduna State. That same week, a parish priest, Reverend Father Bobby Pascal, was adopted and murdered by Islamic terrorists. We are yet to recover from that. Over 40 persons in Kwara, CSC, Christ Apostolic Church, they invaded. 3 or 4 died. Over 38, 40 kidnapped. And they placed a ransom of 100 million on each of them. Now, church, we are yet to recover from that again. Over 25 young girls, secondary schools, kidnapped by terrorists in Kebbi State. The vice principal killed. Girls adopted, kidnapped by terrorists. See, now we are not saying anything. Lord, for how long? 64 civilians, including women and children, adopted in Zamfara State by Islamic terrorists. Last week, Saturday, all these things happening under 1 week. And other officers, 3 policemen were attacked and killed by Islamic terrorists in Yobe State. That same last week. That same last week, 15 persons adopted, including 4 nursing mothers and babies, and 2 killed in Sokoto State by Islamic terrorists. That same last week. That same last week, 4 rice farmers killed and attacked by Islamic terrorists in Kwara State. But a man who came out to say, "Let my people go," a man who, not a terrorist, he was not caught with any gun. He did not kill anyone. He stood on his ground to say, "Let my people go," was sentenced to life imprisonment. Injustice in Nigeria. Wasn't it not in Katsina State last week that the government of Katsina was begging for peace talk with terrorists? In Katsina State, the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Aliu, who was a terror to terrorists, who was a killer to terrorists, they planned and they captured this man, beheaded him, they collected his uniform. The terrorist head that killed the police officer is wearing the police officer's uniform with his name, Assistant Commissioner of Police, parading in Katsina State. He was not sentenced to life in prison. Even the day they came for peace talk, he was wearing the police uniform. Sheikh Gumi, who is busy negotiating with terrorists, wasting lives, never sentenced to life imprisonment. So Mato said the terrorists should not be killed. Terrorists are our brothers and sisters. I stand to say online, on site, every terrorist should be treated as a terrorist. The killer should be killed. What did this young man do? What did Nnamdi Kanu do? What did he do? What was his offense? It was in this case that I know that even government can act immediately. They declare before you know it, they are taking him down to Sokoto. What is the relationship between Abuja and Sokoto prison? What offense? Wickedness in our land. And it's high time for Christians and Igbos to come together. This is an eye-opener. Let the religious leader, let the rulers, let the men who are men in Igbo land arise. Will you feel the senators and the governors, their children based abroad, our children are being molested, and they are here campaigning. They are here, sorry, Odegabu governor and senator, House of Assembly. They are disgrace to us. All the whole Southeast governors, without any apology, they are disgrace to us. What was his offense? What did he do? Did he kill anyone? Okay, they said he's a terrorist, sentenced to life imprisonment. But Shekau, who is the leader of Boko Haram, was not sentenced to life imprisonment. Others who are Boko Haram members were not sentenced to life imprisonment. All they did was to give them amnesty. And they said they are repentant Boko Harams. And inflict them into Nigeria army. And they are causing havoc. If they forgave all that terrorists, if Nnamdi Kanu is being targeted terrorist, they should equally forgive him. Why must his own case be different? Whoever that is involved in the killing of innocent souls in Nigeria, yes, I speak as a priest ordained, caused by God. Your generation will suffer. Hey.